Deepfakes, left unchecked, are set to become the cybercriminals' next big weapon. You guys must have came across services like customized wishes and messages from celebrities. Many companies such as Cadbury provided these facilities through scanning the QR code and type the name you want to wish. It's used for festivals like Diwali and so on. But how did they do this? They used machine learning technology to recreate any celebrity's face and voice.
इस दिवाली आप भी ना अपने पास वाले फैशन नोवा एम्पोरियम से ही कपड़ों की शॉपिंग करना।
By making use of the machine learning algorithm and the viewer's PIN codes, different versions of the same ad were created with local store names and then showed them to the viewers that live nearby these stores. And this new technological development is called deepfakes.
I am not Morgan Freeman, and what you see is not real. At least in contemporary terms, it is not. What if I were to tell you that I am not even a human being?
Deepfake technology uses artificial intelligence techniques to alter existing or create new audio or audio-visual content. It has some non-malign purposes, such as satire and gaming, but is increasingly used by bad actors for bad purposes. And in 2019, research from Approve showed that 72% of people were still unaware of deepfakes. Deepfakes are used to create a false narrative apparently originating from trusted sources. The two primary threats are against civil society spreading disinformation to manipulate opinion towards a desired effect, such as a particular election outcome, and against individuals or companies to obtain a financial return. The threat to civil society is that, left unchecked, entire populations could have their views and opinions swayed by deepfake-delivered disinformation campaigns distorting the truth of events. People will no longer be able to determine truth from falsehood. So, who are the victims? Basically, deepfake threats fall into four main categories: societal, legal, personal, and traditional cybersecurity. Actually, the first case of malicious use of deepfake was detected in pornography. According to a Sensity ad, 96% of deepfakes are pornographic videos, with over 135 million views on pornographic websites alone. Deepfake pornography exclusively targets women. Pornographic deepfakes can threaten, intimidate, and inflict psychological harm. It reduces women to sexual objects, causing emotional distress, and in some cases, lead to financial loss and collateral consequences like job loss. Moreover, deepfake can depict a person as indulging in antisocial behaviors and saying vile things that they never did. Even if the victim could debunk the fake via alibi or otherwise, that fix may come too late to remedy the initial harm. So, deepfake could act as a powerful tool by a malicious nation-state to undermine public safety and create uncertainty and chaos in the target country. Deepfakes can undermine trust in institutions and diplomacy. It can also be used by non-state actors, such as insurgent groups and terrorist organizations, to show their adversaries as making inflammatory speeches or engaging in provocative actions to stir anti-state sentiments among people. Another concern from deepfakes is the liar's dividend. An undesirable truth is dismissed as deepfake or fake news. The mere existence of deepfakes gives more credibility to denials. Leaders may weaponize deepfakes and use fake news and alternative facts narrative to dismiss an actual piece of media and truth. Now, the second threat comes from 5G bandwidth and the compute power of the cloud, allowing video streams to be manipulated in real time. Deepfake technologies can therefore be applied in video conferencing settings, live streaming video services, and television. Right to Ripple. Few criminals have the necessary expertise to develop and use compelling deepfakes, but this is unlikely to delay their use. The continuing evolution and development of crime as a service is expected to evolve in parallel with current technologies, resulting in the automation of crimes such as hacking and adversarial machine learning and deepfakes, says Europol. Deepfakes of embarrassing or illegal activity could be used for extortion. Phishing could move to a new level if the lure includes video or voice of a trusted friend. VC attacks could be supported by a video message and voice identical to the genuine CEO. But the really serious threat could come from market manipulation. Now, you can imagine how scary it is. It's difficult to even trust your closest person, isn't it? Security is based on trust. Deepfakes provide trust where none should exist. Now, the question arises that, can we detect the deepfakes? The answer is quite confusing, as the quality of deepfakes already exceeds the ability of the human eye to detect a forgery. A limited solution uses the principle of provenance on original source material, but this will benefit law enforcement's need to keep deepfakes out of criminal evidence proceedings more than it will prevent deepfake cybercrime. Technology is another potential method. Examples include biological signals based on imperfections in the natural changes of skin tone caused by blood flow, facial movements, and recurrent convolutional models which look for inconsistencies between the individual frames that comprise a video. But there are difficulties. Just like a slight variation to malware may be enough to fool malware signature detection engines, so a slight alteration to the method used to generate a deepfake might also fool existing detection. This could be simply updating the discriminative model within the GAN used to produce the deepfake. A further problem could be caused by compressing the deepfake video, which would reduce the number of pixels available to the detection algorithm. Europol recommends that avoiding deepfakes may be more effective than trying to detect them. The first recommendation is to rely on audio-visual authorization rather than just audio. This may be a short-term solution until the deepfake technology, cloud compute power, and 5G bandwidth make it ineffective. The simple reality is that deepfake production technology is currently improving faster than deepfake detection technology. The threat is to both society and corporations. For society, Europol warns, experts fear this may lead to a situation where citizens no longer have a shared reality, or could create societal confusion about which information sources are reliable. A situation sometimes referred to as information apocalypse or reality apathy. Where it becomes particularly difficult, however, is when deepfakes are used against society to manipulate a crash and share value for the corporation. This process, warns Europol, is further complicated by the human predisposition to believe audio-visual content and work from a truth default perspective. The public is not likely to immediately believe the corporation's insistence that it is all just fake news, at least not in time to prevent the share crash. Deepfakes are already a problem, but likely to become an even greater problem over the next couple of years. So what is the solution? How can we save ourselves from this trap of deepfakes? Now, the media literacy efforts must be enhanced to cultivate a discerning public. Media literacy for consumers is the most effective tool to combat disinformation and deepfakes. We also need meaningful regulations with a collaborative discussion with the technology industry, civil society, and policymakers to develop legislative solutions to disincentivizing the creation and distribution of malicious deepfakes. Social media platforms are taking cognizance of the deepfake issue, and almost all of them have some policy or acceptable terms of use for deepfakes. We also need easy-to-use and accessible technology solutions to detect deepfakes, authenticate media, and amplify authoritative sources. To counter the menace of deepfakes, we all must take the responsibility to be critical consumers of media on the internet, think and pause before we share on social media, and be part of the solution to this infodemic. I hope you like our content. Please subscribe our channel for more videos until we will see you in next video.